Barron Trump, the youngest son of former President Donald Trump and his wife Melania Trump, is rarely seen in public. Despite having famous parents and living in the White House for 4 years, the teenager lives a very private life. Since moving to Florida with his family, Barron still manages to keep a very low profile. Turns out that's by design. Keep watching as we're going to delve into why you rarely saw Barron Trump, especially during his father's presidency. The absence of Barron Trump, the youngest of the Trump children, during his father's final presidential send-off on January 20th, 2021, raised many eyebrows and fueled speculation on social media, while the rest of the Trump family, including Melania, Ivanka, Tiffany, and the older Trump sons, were present at Joint Base Andrews for the historic event. Barron's absence became a topic of discussion. Social media users couldn't help but wonder why he wasn't with his family on such a significant occasion. Some Twitter users playfully speculated, suggesting that Barron might have been home alone inside the White House, referencing the iconic movie. Others expressed concern about his whereabouts and whether he was spending enough time with his family during his teenage years. The absence of Barron from the Trump family's Christmas card in 2017 had also sparked controversy, with some interpreting it as a snub. Later, allegations surfaced that he was excluded from the family's annual Christmas Eve dinner. The question of where Barron was during these family moments continued to intrigue and baffle the public, prompting discussions about his visibility and involvement in family events. While it's not uncommon for the children of presidents to maintain some level of privacy, Barron Trump's absence on notable occasions remained a topic of curiosity and speculation among observers. Barron Trump's absence from public events and family gatherings during his father's presidency may be attributed in part to the online bullying and harsh criticism he endured at the beginning of his father's term. When former President Donald Trump won the 2016 election against Hillary Clinton, Barron was just 10 years old, and he quickly became a target of the kind of online bullying and negativity that unfortunately prevails on social media platforms. As reported by The Sun, there was one particularly distressing incident that occurred in the early days of his father's presidency. It was 3 a.m, and Barron was understandably tired and likely bored, as any child his age would be in that situation. However, internet trolls, perhaps fueled by their frustration or anger over the controversial election, chose to vent their feelings on the young Barron. Among the hurtful comments circulating on Twitter was one that compared him to Damien the Antichrist. Unfortunately, the online bullying and harsh criticism directed at Barron Trump extended beyond social media platforms, as even some celebrities decided to involve him in political commentary. One of the most notorious instances involved Rosie O'Donnell, who, in a since-deleted video, made unsolicited speculations about Barron's health, suggesting that he might have autism. O'Donnell, known for her outspoken views, shared a 7-minute video compiling clips from the Republican National Convention, the presidential debates, and Trump's acceptance speech that suggested 10-year-old Barron might be showing signs of autism. O'Donnell justified her actions by explaining that her own daughter was on the autism spectrum, and she believed it was an opportunity to raise awareness about the autism epidemic. However, her comments and the video generated significant backlash and controversy, and she eventually deleted the video and her tweets on the subject. These incidents of public scrutiny and speculations about Barron's health and well-being likely added to the challenges he faced as the youngest member of the Trump family. It's understandable that his parents, including Melania Trump, would be protective and cautious about exposing him to further public attention and potential harm. The barrage of negative attention and hurtful comments directed at Barron Trump during this time must have been emotionally challenging for a child of his age to endure. It's possible that these experiences influenced the Trump family's decisions regarding his public appearances and their desire to protect him from further scrutiny and negativity. Indeed, Chelsea Clinton emerged as one of the strongest defenders of Barron Trump during this tumultuous period. Regardless of political affiliations, many recognized that bringing a minor like Barron into the public discourse was highly inappropriate, and Chelsea Clinton's response showcased her commitment to protecting children from undue scrutiny. Chelsea's ability to rise above partisan differences and emphasize the importance of granting Barron a private childhood likely stemmed from her own experiences growing up in the public eye. In August 2017, she took to Twitter to make her stance clear, stating, "It's high time the media and everyone leave Barron Trump alone and let him have the private childhood he deserves." Alongside her tweet, she shared an article from the Daily Caller that had criticized Barron's appearance and attire. Melania Trump, undoubtedly aware of the online bullying and harsh criticism directed at her only child, was quick to express her gratitude to Chelsea Clinton for her support during those challenging times. In a tweet, Melania thanked Chelsea Clinton and emphasized the importance of supporting all children in being their authentic selves. Her tweet also included the hashtag #StopChildhoodBullying, highlighting her commitment to addressing this critical issue. Less than a year later, the former First Lady launched her Be Best campaign. This initiative aimed to address various issues affecting young people, with a particular focus on mental health and the prevalence of social media bullying. Melania's dedication to creating a safe and supportive environment for children, both online and offline, became a central part of her role as First Lady. Melania Trump's decision to keep Barron out of the public eye could be driven by a genuine desire to protect her son. While the exact reasons for Barron's absences from public events may remain undisclosed, it's not uncommon for parents, especially a protective mother like Melania, to prioritize their child's well-being and privacy. One notable incident that may have reinforced Melania's protective instincts occurred in December 2019. During the House's impeachment hearings, Professor Pamela Karlan used Barron as an example while testifying against President Trump. In her testimony, Karlan mentioned Barron to emphasize that the president was not above the law and could not act without accountability, drawing a connection between him and a monarch. Melania felt compelled to speak out against this use of her son's name in a political context, highlighting her dedication to shielding Barron from the political spotlight and any potential harm that may come with it. Melania Trump's protective instincts for Barron became evident when she swiftly responded to Professor Pamela Karlan's use of her son's name during the House's impeachment hearings. Karlan had made a play on words, stating, "The president can name his son Barron, he can't make him a baron," as part of her testimony. In response, Melania took to Twitter to defend her son's privacy and criticize Karlan's comments. She wrote, "A minor child deserves privacy and should be kept out of politics. Pamela Karlan, you should be ashamed of your very angry and obviously biased public pandering and using a child to do it." Acknowledging her lapse in judgment, Pamela Karlan later issued a public apology for her remarks about Barron. She expressed regret for her comments, stating, "I want to apologize for what I said earlier about the president's son. It was wrong of me to do that. I wish the president would apologize, obviously, for the things that he has done that's wrong, but I do regret having said that." This incident further highlights Melania's determination to shield Barron from the political arena and any undue scrutiny. Since moving to Florida with his family, Barron still manages to keep a very low profile. Melania Trump's protective instincts and focus on her son Barron have been consistent aspects of her parenting throughout the years. Even as her husband faces legal challenges and the potential for jail time due to 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, Melania remains dedicated to Barron's well-being. According to an insider in March 2023, Melania has always been a doting mother to Barron and is extremely protective of him. Barron's welfare has consistently been her top priority. The source emphasized that her concern for Barron's safety and happiness is not a recent development due to the legal issues, but a reflection of her unwavering commitment as a mother. Additionally, another source reported that Melania has chosen to keep a low profile, avoiding social events and dinners at Mar-a-Lago. While her husband may be acting as though everything is normal, Melania has opted for a more private and reserved lifestyle. This desire for privacy aligns with her long-standing dedication to safeguarding Barron from undue public attention and scrutiny. Barron's limited public appearances date back even earlier than 2023. Suggesting that Melania's protective instincts have been a consistent presence in his life, shielding him from the public eye as much as possible. Barron Trump's journey through childhood and into his teenage years has indeed been marked by a gradual withdrawal from the public eye. While he was still a baby, Barron frequently accompanied his parents on various public outings and even made appearances alongside them, such as in 2007 when his father received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. However, Barron's visibility in the public sphere began to decrease as the years went by, especially when Donald Trump assumed the role of President of the United States. His safety, security, and privacy became paramount concerns for his parents. Consequently, Barron did not immediately move into the White House upon his father's inauguration. To ensure that he could complete the school year without disruption, Barron continued attending Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School before eventually joining his parents at the White House, as reported by Reuters. For his education during his time in Washington, D.C., Donald and Melania Trump made the decision to enroll Barron in St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland. This choice allowed Barron to maintain a sense of normalcy in his educational environment while still accommodating the demands of his father's presidency. Trump's decision to prioritize Barron's schooling and well-being further reflects Melania's commitment to providing him with a secure and private upbringing. Barron Trump's desire for a private and relatively normal upbringing became especially clear when he found himself a target on Saturday Night Live. The White House wasted no time in addressing this issue and emphasized the importance of respecting the tradition of allowing the children of presidents to grow up outside the harsh glare of the political spotlight. In an official statement issued by the White House press office shortly after the inauguration, it was made clear that this long-standing tradition would continue, and cooperation from the public and media was expected to ensure Barron's privacy. The Trump family's commitment to safeguarding Barron's privacy extended to their choice of Christmas cards as well. In 2017, an interesting observation was made when Romper reported that the official presidential holiday card featured images of the POTUS and the FLOTUS, but notably excluded their son, Barron. This decision was seen as a deliberate effort to maintain Barron's privacy and shield him from unnecessary attention during a time typically marked by heightened public visibility. Melania and Donald Trump's determination to protect Barron from the often harsh realities of public life remained steadfast throughout their time in the White House. Now, you might be wondering about Barron Trump's current status. During his father's presidency, Barron did make a few carefully orchestrated public appearances. These appearances were typically planned for situations that were safe and deemed appropriate, such as the annual White House Easter egg roll or a photo opportunity on the Truman balcony during the 2017 eclipse. Whenever Barron was pictured with his family during these moments, one striking observation was impossible to ignore: how tall he had grown. While his exact height remains uncertain, it's evident that he has significantly outgrown both his mom and his dad. Barron's impressive height has certainly contributed to his distinctive appearance in recent years. As of today, Barron Trump is enrolled at Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach and is expected to graduate in 2024. To ensure his safety and security, Secret Service personnel are present to discreetly monitor his well-being while he continues his studies. Scott Siegfried, the school's director of advancement, expressed appreciation for the Secret Service's unobtrusive approach, emphasizing their commitment to minimizing any impact on the school's day-to-day operations. Despite nearing adulthood, Barron has chosen to maintain a low profile on social media. It appears that he continues to lead a life away from the public eye, possibly by his own preference. In a recent and rare appearance, 17-year-old Barron Trump stood out as he attended his maternal grandmother's funeral in Palm Beach. The Episcopal Church of Bethesda by the Sea hosted the somber event, where Barron's towering height of 6'7" became evident, surpassing even his former president father Donald Trump, who is claimed to be 6'3" or slightly shorter, according to some reports. Melania Trump, Barron's mother and former model, stands at 5'11", indicating a strong genetic predisposition for height from both sides of the family. Throughout Donald Trump's term in the White House, Barron remained largely shielded from the public eye, in contrast to his half-siblings, who had more frequent appearances. However, as early as 2020, it was clear that the teenager had already experienced a significant growth spurt. Interestingly, Barron's preference leans towards soccer rather than basketball, which is a common sport for exceptionally tall individuals. In a speech following the former president's caucus victory in Iowa, Donald Trump humorously attributed Barron's impressive height to his late mother-in-law's cooking. He jokingly claimed that Barron had grown so tall because he exclusively consumed her culinary creations, playfully emphasizing the role of her delicious meals in his growth. Barron's grandmother, Amalia Knavs, passed away on January 9th at the age of 78 after battling an undisclosed illness. Melania Trump, aged 53, reportedly missed the New Year's Eve celebrations at Mar-a-Lago to attend to her ailing mother. Barron Trump, the youngest son of the Trump family, was born into a world of wealth, power, and fame. From a young age, he showcased his unique style, often seen wearing suits whenever he made public appearances. Despite being a teenager, Barron has already developed a mature fashion sense that sets him apart. Barron's infrequent appearances in front of the media and the public have made him a subject of fascination. He is known for his impressive looks and undeniable charisma, traits that have drawn attention and admiration. As Barron recently turned 17, experts suggest that he may gradually step into a more public role. In a family photograph taken earlier this year, Barron was positioned at the center, beside his father, Donald Trump's right arm. In contrast, his half-sister Ivanka stood on the other side, near Donald Trump's left hand. This placement signifies Barron's evolving role within the family, as he gains recognition as an adult member with increased status and responsibilities. While Barron Trump maintains a private lifestyle, rarely making public appearances or using social media, each time he steps into the spotlight, he leaves a lasting impression. His remarkable height and striking good looks always turn heads. In his rare public interactions, Barron has demonstrated a poised and courteous demeanor, garnering admiration for his behavior and demeanor. It remains to be seen how Barron's role within the family and public life will evolve in the future. As he comes of age, the world watches with curiosity to see how his role will evolve. What are your thoughts on Barron's unique position within the Trump family? Do you believe he will become more involved in public life as he gets older? Share your opinions and insights in the comments below to let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more engaging content about Barron Trump and other intriguing topics. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.